Hi everyone, Louise here with your light language activation and guidance for the new moon in Gemini coming up on June 3rd. And it's been a pretty big last couple of weeks. I'm still suffering a little bit with my arm, and it's still an energy of clearing, karmic clearing, clearing old patterns, clearing from the cells, clearing old energy from that deepest level of our being. And I forgot to mention the global gathering in the last video that I made, and we had that, and we had a very powerful clearing of ancestral and lineage patterns and energy that was really holding us back from being our full light and our full expression. So I'll post the link to that and you can check out the replay if you missed that. My apologies. I was a little distracted by my arm. So this is about the nervous system and moving into this Gemini new moon. Nervous energy, mental energy is going to be apparent. Perhaps a very busy mind, lots of ideas and new possibilities around how you can change things in your life, but also perhaps a little bit of overwhelm with that. The Gemini energy is very busy and very activating, and that can sometimes be a bit overwhelming. So it's good to notice that and to take some time to drop into your heart and into your body and really feel into all of the possibilities that are coming up for you, rather than being in that kind of mental overwhelm. And this was coming up for me this week, so I've been I did a mind map, like a brain dump of all of the things that I'm offering, and just working out what wants to change, how can I create new structures, what might be coming longer term, just to get a sense of perspective on all of these choices and possibilities. So that might be something that you might want to think about doing, as all of these sort of new ideas and this desire for something new and something different, and perhaps also for things to be more fun and more playful. This has certainly been coming up for me, that invitation to connect more with your inner child and get a sense of, how can I create my life to be more fun? How can I create new possibilities for myself that actually feel a lot lighter and more joyful? So it's not necessarily the time for really doing the long-term strategy, but it is a time for feeling into what's possible, and perhaps experimenting a little bit, having a go. What if I try it this way? What if I try it that way? And just opening up to a new perspective on life and on yourself. Gemini is that communication too, but so much about that inner communication as well as outer. What are the stories that you're telling yourself? What are the things that you've taken on, the beliefs about the way things should be done that maybe aren't yours, maybe don't feel fun, maybe are just an inherited story and version of the way things should be. So there's that invitation for that inner communication. What is my inner child saying? What does my heart say? Am I listening to that? And then am I expressing that in ways that feel light and feel fun and feel exciting? And then there's also that, how do you express to other people? How do you share about yourself? How do you communicate these new ideas? So all of that's in the mix coming up to this new moon in Gemini. So I love it when planets are in Gemini, because it's so much about that communication, that verbalizing, and as a light language channel, that's a really, I love to be able to express so much with the light language that takes a long time to formulate in English. So that's one of the beautiful things about light language. You can just go with the flow and let that energy just move out, trusting that it's encompassing and expressing everything that you feel and everything that wants to be transmitted and everything that wants to be brought through. So I'm going to call for some support today through the light language to really help us to not only open to new possibilities, but also have that discernment and that ability to focus and choose intuitively while the mind is still full of lots of ideas. So it's about being open to possibility and also then anchoring down into the right choice, the most aligned choice from the heart. So allowing some of that mental noise to be cleared, calling for that in the activation, and calling for support for us to discern what's really most aligned to our hearts in the midst of all those possibilities. And in that discernment, to be willing to experiment, to be willing to play and be curious about what we might be able to express with those new ideas, those new choices. So, as always with the light language, just inviting you to take a deep breath, close your eyes, and just let go into the earth. I can feel that Gemini energy is activating me. I've been talking quite fast, so just slowing ourselves down now and really feeling that beautiful support of Gaia, Mother Earth beneath us, and feeling the joy also from her as you play and create in this physical realm. She loves to support us with that as the expression of divinity that we all are in our unique ways. So taking a deep breath into your base and breathing that in, breathing it in from the earth and bringing it up to your heart. Just allowing yourself to let go and be present. And then taking another deep breath and letting that breath this time come up into the mind and up into the third eye and up into the crown, and really inviting clarity and possibility at the same time, discernment and openness, allowing ourselves just to allow the mind to receive the wisdom and the guidance of the heart. That is actually what our minds are for. They're a vessel to receive the messages of our hearts, of our divine guidance. So opening to that, calling in your own higher self, which will receive the light language in the highest for you and direct it as you need it. So giving thanks for all we will receive today. Koreka makate, nimaroko tapakwa ti simorokala ke tarakata eki marasote ieki. Rano ko pasami ki arato si kare charoko no maka ki kora ati. Kora na sochi ebrokot ap iberna ai akora kit arot es ebrot at ieki. Kora tema samo e cerco tanar mo ki pasapotore iki ataro eki. Gora sabodo ne churuto so kari barana sato iche rita no kapua ka cerco tanamki ata. Kosimborice ermosoti ki arata ango e cerche te par soto ki i. Para samo che breci per aur uno kote per essi porta a ki i. Kashono suma arrivara ot or ir na makarkot imma sika charokot oke. Kamako ange iara no kochi. Karasapo kapa eki marata ne kioko achi iri. Korono tu ka apasa koichi irkot onaki. Gara sabu awa kachi irkut umake. Sata mo kirete I. Garonno gunje tirepi. Taking a deep breath. So, what was really coming through there was a clearing and activation of the mind and the mental energy and these inspirations. And what they were showing me was that we want to let that inspiration of the mind filter through our hearts, filter through our lower chakras and ground. So it's like water filtering through soil and through all the different layers of rock and clay and crystals, and then by the time it's moved through all of that, it's been purified and it's clear and clean. So having a sense of that with your new ideas and your inspirations, and just allowing them to drop down from the mind into the heart, into the belly, and then ground. And then as they ground, that's where they get to manifest. So it's like a filtering process. So whatever your inspirations are, you want to feel, yeah, that's aligned with my heart. Yeah, that feels good in my gut. Yeah, that feels safe to ground that. Okay, and that's always the process of creation, from inspiration to manifestation. So I hope that's helpful to you. Please feel free to share this video and subscribe. You can also subscribe to my newsletter. I send a newsletter out around new moon and full moon with guidance and links. And as I mentioned, I'll post the replay link for the global gathering if you missed that. I'm also available for some more clients. I've got a new window opening up. I'm going to do a special offer for a 3-session package, so I'll post a link to that below. And you can always book a consult with me at any time, a 30-minute free phone consult to talk to you about how I can support you best to share your light and your unique soul signature in the world. So I wish you a beautiful new moon, beautiful day or night wherever you are, and look forward to connecting with you again in a couple of weeks. Much love. Namaste.